Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, Henniker Pharmacy owner helps stop 5,000 scam. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Mike Cronin.
The Power of 3 sale is going on right now at Lovering Volvo Cars.
For the first time ever, we have 3 SUVs in our model lineup that are sure to meet all your needs.
From the classic 7-passenger Volvo.
Tom, believing the scammer's story, this grandmother tried to mail the money as quick as possible. But it's a good thing that she turned to her local pharmacist.
At the Henniker Pharmacy, Sarah Chapin knows her customers. And Thursday, she knew something wasn't right.
She was so worried and fearful for her grandson.
An elderly woman came in with an urgent need. She wanted to overnight express $5,000 to New Jersey. Chapin started asking questions.
Is this a relative? No. Do you know this person? No. I said, why are you sending cash to somebody you don't know? I'm not supposed to say.
The woman said her grandson was involved in a crash, was hurt, and needed the cash to be bailed out of jail. Chapin used to do money wiring, and she knows a scam when she sees one.
She just kept saying, you can't say anything. I'm not supposed to tell anybody. I said, you're not supposed to tell anybody because they don't want you to stop the transaction from going through. They want you to send it, be done with it, be gone.
Chapin convinced her to go to police. They called the scammer,
who said he was a public defender out of Paterson, New Jersey. She asked for his bar number and some other important information, and he refused to give it to her.
Eventually, the woman talked to her grandson, who was fine. She likely would have been taken advantage of if it wasn't for Chapin's vigilance.
They're out there, and there's a lot of people that prey on other people, and it's not good.
Henniker police say to be very careful when giving out any personal or credit card information, and when in doubt, call your local police department with any concerns. Live in the studio, Mike Cronin, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Woman's murder in North Andover under investigation. Authorities are investigating the murder of a woman in North Andover. The Essex County District Attorney's Office said a neighbor of the victim called police around 12:30 p.m. Saturday and said he had discovered his female neighbor's body in the basement of the home. Police responded to the home on Lincoln Street and determined it was a homicide. No arrests have been made and no suspects have been reported at this time. The investigation is ongoing. We will keep you updated as we get more details into our newsroom. Maine Nation says goodbye to former First Lady Barbara Bush. Let's take a listen to the video from WMTW News 8 Maine.
I'm Stan from Frank 107.5.
And I'm Holly, and there's over $100,000 in this vault with your name on it.
Listen weekday mornings for your chance to win cash with Frank's $1,000 minutes.
The Bank of Frank is open.
Frank 107.5.
As I stand here today to share a few words about my mom, I feel her looming presence behind me. And I know exactly what she's thinking right now. Jeb, keep it short. Don't drag this out. People have already heard enough remarks already. And most of all, don't get weepy. Remember, I've spent decades laughing and living a life with these people, and that is true. Barbara Bush filled our lives with laughter and joy, and in the case of her family, she was our teacher and role model on how to live a life of purpose and meaning. On behalf of our family, we want to thank the thousands and thousands of expressions of condolence and love for our precious mother. We want to thank Mom's caregivers for their compassionate care in the last months of her life. I want to thank Neil and Maria for their next-door family love of our parents, and thank John and Susan for their eloquent words. Meacham, you might have been a little long, but it was beautiful. We want to thank Russ and Laura for their friendship and pastoral care of our parents. And we want to thank all that are gathered here to celebrate the life of Barbara Bush. Now, it is appropriate to express gratitude because we learned to do that at a very early age. You see, our mom was our first and most important teacher. Sit up, look people in the eye, please say please and thank you, do your homework, quit.
Okay, and there you go on part of that video. If you want to watch that whole video, just go to the Riley King Network Facebook page and we will share that link with you. More than 1,000 people gathered in Houston to celebrate the life of former First Lady Barbara Bush today. Mrs. Bush died on Tuesday at the age of 92. Barbara Bush remembered at funeral as the First Lady of the greatest generation. Let's take a listen to the video from ABC News.
That's why we created Aura. From phone to frame, easily, naturally, elegantly.
This is an ABC News special report.
I said, who is this good-looking girl, that beautiful girl over there? That's Barbara Pierce from Rye, New York.
Our success as a society depends not on what happens in the White House, but on what happens inside your house.
I would stand there and look out at the blackness of the sky, and I would think about friends I lost, a country I loved, and about a girl named Barbara.
George Bush and I have been the two luckiest people in the world. And when all the dust is settled and all the crowds are gone, the things that matter are faith, family, and friends. We have been inordinately blessed.
Celebrating Barbara Bush. Now reporting, George Stephanopoulos.
Good morning and welcome to our celebration of Barbara Pierce Bush. The wife of one president and mother of another, she passed away at her home this week at the age of 92. Her husband, our 41st president, George H.W. Bush, at her side. Their love affair began when she was just 16, the future president 17. They shared the longest marriage in presidential history, 73 years. There you see the family coming in to St. Martin's Church in Houston, Texas this morning. They were all by her side on Tuesday as she passed, and they're the former president. Suffering from Parkinson's now, in a wheelchair, that did not stop him from greeting the hundreds of well-wishers yesterday outside that cathedral. 1,500 gathered there today. Our Amy Robach is outside as the dignitaries came in for the funeral.
That's right, George. We watched bus after bus after bus carry those 1,500 people who are now inside St. Martin's Episcopal Church. We saw a wide variety of folks. We saw Karl Rove. We saw Gabby Giffords and her husband, Mark Kelly, come in as well. We saw Chuck Norris. We even saw the Oak Ridge Boys come in as well. And so many people here coming to pay their respects to Barbara Bush and the life that she led, and certainly her incredible philanthropy that so many people are championing today, her advocacy for family literacy. In fact, we've been told that H.W. Bush is actually wearing a very special pair of socks inside the church this morning. It is festooned, they say, with books.
Okay, and there you go on some of that video and report. If you want to see that full report, we will share the link with you, and you can watch that full video and that report from ABC News. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Saturday evening. I'll see you back here with another newscast tomorrow, and I'll have a news report later on this evening. Good night, everyone. Bye.